recording.
Hi, I'm Mark, and every week on Wednesday evening I introduce myself by saying I'm a person living with bipolar 2, the sequel. I'm in recovery from addictions to drugs, alcohol, and cigarettes. And I tested HIV positive September 27, 1988. And I'm a proud gay man. And the good thing that happened this week is that a nice woman named Carol asked to videotape this tape and this message. I'm from Philadelphia, from the Pink and Blues, a support group for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender people living with mental illnesses, mental health issues, and finding a place that's safe for us to be ourselves with our gay, lesbian, bi, transgender identities and with our mental health labels and identities as well. A place to experience recovery. And this is my buddy from Chicago, and he does the same thing.
I'm Joe, and I'm bipolar 2, and I am a co-facilitator for the GLBT Chicago group. That's gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered Chicago group. And we have a pretty good group of people that are steadies, and of course we have new people who come in all the time, and we're a pretty busy group. We're very active, and we're always trying to advocate for mental health in Illinois and see what we can do to help the broader community as well as our own community.
Joe and I just met here at, well, we're in Orlando, Florida, at the Depression and Bipolar Support Alliance conference, and we had heard about each other, the work I do in Philadelphia and the work you do in Chicago, and we met another person that's doing the same thing in Northern California. And there are very few groups like ours around the country, a lot because of the stigma of being a sexual or gender minority person. And I know for me, I could never be gay in mental health treatment, and it wasn't comfortable to be crazy in the gay world. And so it was a duality that was really very, very frustrating. So the Pink and Blues is really a safe place. Again, I say safe a lot because it's hard to come out publicly like we're doing right now. And I think room service just came. Can we put this on? We're back.
We're back, right.
Yeah, room service just came, but we have to hurry and rush and finish this because, well, you have a butterscotch sundae.
Sundae, yeah.
Oh gosh, and Carol's got a
vanilla shake.
Vanilla shake, and I've got a hamburger. I didn't eat dinner like you guys.
Yeah.
With fruit.
Right.
And I asked for nuts to go with the, fruit and nuts, We're here, we're queer, we're crazy too, right? So what motivated you to start your group?
I was going to say I really got involved in GLBT Chicago because I would go to straight meetings and I would feel as if I could not handle talking about my lover who passed or an ex-lover who I also had both situations going on. And I didn't feel I could talk about it, but yet really those were big triggers that led to my mania and my depression. And so I wanted to share this with somebody, and when I heard about the group I thought, well, this is a place where I might be able to be open, and it's been very successful for me.
Mm-hmm. And we're hoping that more and more groups like this are established across the country and across the world, because it's sort of like coming out of two closets.
Sure. But we are everywhere, and whether it's the bipolar issue or the gay issue, it's all related. It's all interrelated. And I feel very comfortable with most straight people, and the ones who are affirming of our lives, I always call them the non-gays, because they're special. those straight people
Aren't
who
they
can be
special?
affirming. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Well, you know, we were talking about closets. I think I came out of the attic or the basement.
Yeah, right.
You know, I say, you know, I've got the HIV, being gay, addiction, mental illness. It's co-occurring. So, you know, I thought if I was would come up with a drag title, would be Miss Co-Occurring.
It's co-occurring, very
But I do have another title called Miss Altered States, but we won't get into that. That's my drag with the tag character. But I used to go for Marilyn Monroe, and now if I get B. Arthur, I'm happy. But anyway, we're here talking about something serious, actually.
Right, yeah.
But we like to have a sense of humor.
Sure. I think it's a sign of health when you can start laughing at yourself and you can start enjoying life again. It's a sign of health, and you've reached a certain level of stability, which is kind of a difficult word to use in our recovery because we feel we're stable, but you never know what can happen, and you know, the drugs can stop working or things can happen.
Like, recovery is different for each individual. You know, butterscotch sundae, vanilla shake,
Right.
cheeseburger, you know, whatever. But yeah, the thing that disturbs me when I started looking at documents is that suicide is so high.
Yes.
Especially youth. I've heard up to 6 times higher. And the National Strategy for Suicide Prevention does not include gay, lesbian, bi, or transgender anywhere, except for Appendix C. It mentions lesbian, gay, bisexual youth. And I found that very disturbing, that we were a culture that was invisible and not considered worthy of suicide prevention efforts.
Absolutely. And when you consider that these are government initiatives that are funded through government funds and everything, and we're taxpayers too. We're citizens of this country, and we should be included in these kinds of efforts, certainly suicide prevention. I mean, I already can think of some people in my past who've committed suicide and have died of suicide. And it was a tragic thing, and you always wonder if it could be prevented.
My sister, Jennifer, died by suicide 12 years ago, and it's been a passion of mine. And I'm a suicide attempt survivor. And a lot of that was based on my fear of being a gay person and having all that in my life.
Well, there's so much fear surrounding gay and lesbian and bisexual and transgendered people that we tend to take it on ourselves, and that's one of the things we have to work on and within ourselves, is to become evolved enough so that we're able to say, you know what, I don't have to be afraid. I'm not ashamed. I'm proud of who I am.
I come from a small town. I always say it was a great place to grow up, and maybe I've got to finish. I always say maybe I'll just go back, and a great place to grow up, and maybe I'll go back and finish later. So are we done, or are we?